Hello everyone. I have some snail mail. I've been keeping in contact with some of my friends over snail mail. So I have two letters, one from one of my friends, Gigi from CISA, and then one from one of my friends, Sam, at Lumos Nightlock here on YouTube and literally every other platform. So I'm just gonna read through it and do a little realistic pen pal with me, because I know I was very into watching like all those like K-pop journaling, pen pal with me, and if you just search pen pal, like they're so extra and their letters look so cute, but that's just not sustainable. We don't have time for that. So here it is. I'm going to open these two letters and I'm going to show you how I do my responses. Sam wrote honestly, but I thought it said housefly. Do you see that? Man. Also, my new pen paling station that I just built, it looks straight out the window, and so I can just be here and just like looking out the window. It's great. It's great. I love it. Okay, that was my first one from Sam. Look at her signature. The queen. She said, signature. Her letter was super sweet. My last letter was a little bit sad. We've been a little bit down, not gonna lie. And so it was just super sweet. Oh, and she included these so cute songs and movies. She said, artist? Artist. Anyways, I have to go cook dinner right now. And then I will come back and I will reply. So that's probably, the lighting will change, but hopefully I make a really good dinner. Hello, this is voiceover Zoe. So I started this letter with some watercolor. Here you can see I'm trying to show it to the camera, and I did this after I finished painting, so I ended up spilling green, yep, there it is, all over the desk, and this is just like a little box. So now my desk box letter station is permanently stained. But, it's fine. For paper, I'm using the 5-star, just lined paper, college ruled. I like their paper because the holes are reinforced, even though this isn't going into a binder. And I just like that it's 8.5 by 11, because sometimes lined paper or grid paper is a different size and then it doesn't line up. It's just disgusting. So I'm using this paper and I just painted every other line with watercolor. I'm just showing you some ways that you can spice it up and make it easy. And I like to paint, and sometimes I don't know what to paint, so just painting lines, it's a great project. But this helps add some color to your letter and some design. I painted the front side of two papers with blue and then the back side of both of those with yellow, just to have some difference in color. And then it's time to start writing. I'm using my new favorite pen, which is the Pilot G2 at size 0.5. One of the really smart girls in my class lent me this pen when we were still in school, and I was like, she gets all A's, and therefore I will get all A's if I use this pen too. And so I bought a 5-pack at Target. They were a little bit more expensive than your average ballpoint pen, but I really like them, and I haven't gone through one full one yet, and I've done quite a bit with it, so I really recommend these. In terms of what I'm writing about, Sam is just moving into a new house in a new city, so I was just telling her that's so exciting, all of my favorite things that are in her city, and we were also talking a lot about podcasts, movies, and TV shows. So for me, I've been listening to a lot of Mitski recently. She was one of the openers for Lorde during the Melodrama tour, and her music is a little creepy. But she's also a music major, so she makes a lot of interesting choices musically, and I enjoy the lyrics, so I would suggest giving it a listen. And recently, my favorite podcast has been the Simply Podlogical by Simply Nailogical with Christine and Ben, along with other ones. I really liked this podcast because it's different from their YouTube videos, and it just feels very adult. And they feel so smart, and by listening to it, I feel so smart. So I really suggest, it's here on YouTube, and it's also on Apple Podcasts, podcasting app is where I listen to most of mine. I'm guessing it's probably on Spotify. Speaking of podcasts, as of when I'm recording this voiceover, my friend Mel just released her podcast. You've probably seen Mel in my homecoming video. I don't know if she's in any other videos, but her and her best friend Aaliyah have this writing podcast called Letter by Letter. It's on Spotify. Right now there's one episode. I don't know if by the time this video comes out, if there'll be more, but definitely go over and give it a listen. It's about writing. I don't know if I already said that. And it's just so cute. So congratulations, Mel, on your podcast. Okay, so now to pack this letter, I'm using a standard letter envelope that's the same width as the paper, and then I'm using these little stickers. I bought these while I was at CISA, and I have so many, 768 pieces, and so I just like to use these generously on the outside of the envelope and just give it some spice. And then addressing the envelope, don't forget that your name goes in the top left hand corner, and then who you're sending it to goes in the middle. And postage. You only need one stamp for your average letter size. I have these shifting T-Rex zombie ones. These have a whole story. I was trying to get the Sesame Street ones, and this apparently was the only thing that they had. So it's a little bit of scare, a little rawr on my envelope. For what goes inside, I usually like to include a little gift, like some stickers or something, a little drawing, or like these song suggestions that Sam sent me. This week I'm putting in a little friendship bracelet that I made. I've been super addicted to these, and so I thought it'd just be a cute little addition to throw on in there. I put it on an index card so it has a little backing, and just shk. And of course, don't forget your letter. Mine ended up being 2 pages front and back. Now put that letter in the envelope. For mine, I had to fold it into thirds. I was having a really hard time for some reason. If you're folding multiple sheets, I just suggest folding it all at once. I don't know why I decided to fold one and then fold the other, but you can definitely do them at the same time. And that's it, you're done. Make sure you seal that envelope nice and tight. Put it out for your postman. Because it has the stamp, it's all fully ready to go, so you don't need to visit the post office or anything. You're fully functional, ready to send. Make sure to thank your essential workers and the people who are delivering your mail during this hard time. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, send your friends mail. I'll see you next week. Bye.